And good Monday morning to everyone. Glad to see you're up and at 'em as we begin another day. And it looks like we could have severe weather today. We'll watch this closely, let you know about everything that's going on with this. Now, keep in mind, our temperature now, let me check the exact temperature, but it's warm. We're going to drop from near 70 down to about 54 before it's all said and done today. So that's drastic. You will need to carry with you a jacket no matter what you do, because that's going to be chilly as we look at this later today. Current temperature in Meridian right now at Keyfield is 67. So that's warm. It'll go up a little bit here in the next little bit, and then it'll start dropping. So be prepared for that. Welcome. I'm glad you made it in this morning for us for headlines and some weather. Candace will be here in just a little over an hour and 20 minutes or so, and we'll kick into, actually an hour and a half at this point, isn't it? And we'll kick into the morning show. Hopefully you'll learn something that went on over the weekend that you find interesting, some headlines. And as always, if there's something that you know that we need to, inbox us so we can share that with others. Let's see, Saturday morning, record-breaking as we look at Jackson, Mississippi. Saturday morning, and I haven't looked to see what has happened in Jackson as of this morning, but Saturday morning, the death toll in Jackson, Mississippi and murders was at 131 as a guy pumped gas, and his life was taken at a gas station over there. Rough in Jackson, Mississippi. So that's a headline there for you. As we begin our day, don't forget to join us beginning at 8. We're going to have several guests with us this morning. Greg Chatham's going to be coming in this morning to talk to us all about, well, what's in the shed? What did Grandpa leave? How to get rid of products that you don't know what to do with, like, well, maybe dynamite. Yeah, that does exist. We'll talk to him to find out what to do and who to call if you run into that in your shed. And also, the Meridian Little Theater is going to be having a play coming up. We've got a couple guests to tell us about that. All that begins at 8 o'clock this morning. Let's go to radar to start your day, and then we'll mention some headlines of what's going on today. As we look at radar right now, we show you that Meridian is 67. We go up to NAS Meridian 66, and the further north you go, a little bit cooler it's going to get. As we look at these temperatures across the state, 66, 59 at the state line as we go west over to Vicksburg this morning, 67 at Jackson, 69 at Vicksburg. All right, let's turn this off so we can focus more on what we've got of severe weather that is happening right now. Now, there was a severe thunderstorm warning on the edge of Alabama up here by Florence. That has expired. We've got one across the Tennessee state line here this morning. This is going to be until 7:30 if you're in that neighborhood. Collinwood, that is southwest Wayne County, Lawrence, and Giles County in Middle Tennessee. This is just northeast of Mississippi, the line there. As we come back down, heavy showers around Tupelo as we look at all of this area here and southwest of Tupelo. This is where the worst of it is right now in the state. As we zoom in on this, and this is going to be cutting across due east here, West Point, these areas, Grenada, heavy rain right now. If you're Highway 45 area from Starkville, just north of Starkville, from Columbus to Tupelo line, be ready. You're going to have some serious weather move through. We saw about 4 severe thunderstorm warnings issued here earlier this morning. So we're watching that, and we'll tell you in just a moment when this severe weather should affect our area. As we come down, we take a closer look at East Mississippi as we roll in on this. We're showing some light showers in Scott County this morning, and it is light. Not much to that as we turn on locations and show that this is the Welcome Center on the backside coming toward Meridian on the eastbound lane. A little bit of showers there, and also some around Morton and that Welcome Center before you get into Jackson. Now, as you get over to Jackson, about coming into where the Bass Pro Shop is, that little area there from the airport, some showers as well this morning. As we look to the south, not really anything happening just yet. But again, we'll start looking deeper into this, and I'll show you in a minute when the severe weather should reach our area. As we look here out to the west of Hattiesburg, due north of Macomb on 55. If you're going to be traveling out of New Orleans, 55 way up toward Jackson, expect showers there. That's a brief overview of what we've got on radar at the moment. And again, we'll dig deeper into this here in just a few moments. Let's see. A pickup truck was stolen over the weekend, F-250. That was recovered. It was found by GameStop there on South Frontage Road in Meridian and returned to the owner. I did not get a description if it had damage or not. I don't believe so, but I didn't get all of that information on that. But glad that somebody got their vehicle back. They don't give those away. A juvenile was arrested for possession. And when you get into charges like that, possession. Makes you wonder, are they actually the one that stole it, or were they just the one in it when it was stopped? Investigations underway on that. Hopefully we'll get more information on that as well. As we woke up yesterday morning, there was an incident wreck right as you were coming into the Meridian area on Highway 493, right at the city limit sign. I don't believe anybody was hurt, but a shake-up, a one-car accident as you were going to church. A lot of people encountered that little traffic delay right there. The guardrail was hit. Hope everyone is okay in that. And you folks out in the Causeyville area, y'all had a couple bulls out in the road for the last few days. Been pretty serious there. Watch that at dark. Sometimes they just keep busting the fence, and apparently that's been a heavy thing for the last 3 to 4 days, right past the store there in Causeyville. Been rounded up several times, and just can't see those critters at night, can you? And of course, the big news that we had breaking last night, just after 7 o'clock, another murder in Meridian. We can't say enough about this. A life was lost, rushed to the hospital on the way, made it to the hospital and died after reaching the hospital. We do not have an age as of this point. That has not been released. Hopefully we'll get more information on that today as we pull this up. And here's a map of what I put out last night. If you're waking up, you didn't see this last night. This was at Highway Village. This is just going to be on Front Street is where this is as you're coming up, as you come into town from the Coca-Cola plant and you go toward downtown Meridian. There's an apartment complex on the right there before you get to 14th Street. It was right in there. Again, that happened right after 7 p.m. last night. Condolences to the family. We don't have a name yet. All we know at this point, it was a male. I have no clue as to how many times the person was shot. That was not revealed last night. Hopefully today we'll get more information as this comes out. He did later die at the hospital. We do know that. Rushed to the hospital in a personal car to save time. Just a short distance there from the hospital down there and up 14th as to where it did happen. We'll watch this closely, and hopefully we'll have more information to tell you about this today. We're somewhere in the neighborhood of 17 to 18 to 19 deaths in Meridian so far for 21. High number for us as a small town as we look at this. So we'll have more about that coming up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock this morning. Tune in. Join us for all those as we look at what's going on. Plus, we're going to be giving away the free deer mount this morning from the Battle of the Bucks, Jay's Taxidermy. We'll draw from that of all the entries from last week. If you entered a deer, be watching as we'll dig into the cookie jar and give somebody a free mount. That's pretty good. Getting ready for some college bowl games as we'll have Mississippi State headed to the Liberty Bowl. We've got Alabama headed to the Cotton Bowl, and Ole Miss will be up against, who's that? Baylor Bears is who they're going to be up against. Never hear that name much. So I have to stare at it a couple of times. So everybody's headed to a bowl game of some sort. Dan Mullen still unemployed. Yeah, and then there was silence after that. Oh, boy, we've got a lot going on. We'll tell you about the latest with the Dugars, what's going on with them this morning. As we go down other stories that are happening across America, flags are going to be flown at half-staff today. The White House has asked that to be done with the passing of Bob Dole. So 98 years old, passed away. He ran for president, I think, 3 times, a World War II veteran. That's some of the stories that are happening across America this morning as you're waking up and getting your day started. All right, let's get deeper into the weather now and see what's actually going on this morning.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we look at our record highs, record lows, 1951, we had a record low, or record high rather, of 82. We have to go back to 1895 to get that record low of 19 degrees. That was a chilly day, 1895. That was the day my granddaddy was born. Long time ago in Scuba, Mississippi. As we look at the rain forecast, it's going to rain today. We're going to hit a high of about 69 here in Meridian. And then again, remind you, the temperatures will start dropping throughout the day and hit 54 before it's all said and done. So don't be fooled as you're up and it's warm. carry something to put on for a little bit later on this afternoon. As we go up through Philadelphia, 68, look at that. We'll get showers up to Columbus, Mississippi State. 64, 65 is what we'll hit there. Over to our west, Vicksburg, 67, a little bit cooler from Meridian. As we go south toward the Mississippi Gulf Coast, warmer. As we get near Hattiesburg, 75 degrees. Over to Natchez, 70. But it's going to be a wet one throughout the day, as we have a 90% chance of showers. All right, let's go over to Alabama and see what's happening there. Pretty much the same. A wet day, and again, that's happening now in northwest Alabama as we speak. 64, Hamilton, Alabama for high. Tuscaloosa, you'll see 67. Just a tad warmer than our friends in Birmingham. Birmingham's going to be warm. Let's go down to Clanton, 69. Demopolis, 70, down to Troy, Alabama, 75. So we're looking at 68, 69. Livingston, Alabama, the folks over at Geiger there, the four-way stop. Well, actually, it's a one-way stop there where you run 16 at Highway 17. Y'all be careful over there. You're going to hit about 69 right there. As we come across and we look at what holds with severe weather today. Now, the west part of the state, over near Jackson, over to Scott County, about where Forest is going to be a level 2 today. Our area will be more of a number 1. So 1 and 2 as we get more severe weather back toward Vicksburg and Jackson area. The Meridian area down through Hattiesburg, northward through Philadelphia area will be a 1. Just barely taking in that western side of Neshoba County of being a level 2. And we'll watch all of this. Now, the times for the up in the Mississippi Delta is right now through about 10 a.m. We'll get Jackson, portions of Philadelphia through about 1 p.m. And then the Meridian area in Clark County and south toward Hattiesburg, anywhere from noon until 4 p.m. is when we could see severe weather. Now, our area should see gust, and it will be gusty of about 60 miles an hour today. Over to the west, we could see 60-plus miles an hour there. Tornado can't be ruled out in this area. We don't think it'll happen, but it is Mother Nature. We'll watch all of this. And again, just be on your weather alert. Doesn't mean that it will happen, but we are going to get rain. And should it turn bad, we'll be here to tell you about it. As we look at temperatures, what's going to be happening to the state of Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana over the next few days? Yeah, it's hot and going to be warmer. It's forecasted for the next 6 to 10 days as we head toward Christmas in the south. There's another hot one. It sure looks like it. Louisiana warm there. So let's look at our breakdown of what's going to happen for the next 7 days is what we've got here. The forecast calls for today a 90% chance of showers is what we've got. Thunderstorms before 2 p.m. most likely. So that 12 to 4 area gives you a little bit of a window there if it's running late or not. But most likely the worst of the weather will end by 2 o'clock. We'll have rain in between 2 and 3 and light rain after 3 o'clock most likely. We'll get 69 by 10 a.m. And then at 10 o'clock is when this will start turning for the worse and that temperature starting to fall. We'll hit 54 at some point this afternoon before dark, 30, and we're going to have gusts of 20 miles an hour. So a quick synopsis of all of that. A lot of rain. The worst of the weather should end roughly by 2 o'clock if it stays on path. Light showers after 2 o'clock, with temperatures falling to 54. Now, tonight, as we get into this, we'll drop to a 20% chance of showers before 9 p.m. We hit a low around 40 and still gusty, 20-mile-an-hour gust. As we wake up tomorrow, 30% chance of rain back in there, mainly before lunchtime is what we're expecting. A high tomorrow, 52. And then we'll start seeing those temperatures start to rise as we move into Wednesday. 30% chance of showers, probably before lunchtime on Wednesday here as we look at that forecast. A high of 62 Wednesday night. No rain chances there with partly cloudy sky. 48 as you wake up on Thursday. There is a 20% chance of rain, and that will increase throughout the weekend as we head toward this. Friday, we'll have a 30% chance, and by Saturday, we're looking at a 50% chance of showers right there. Still a slight chance on Sunday there, but highs, look at that. Friday, we're tapping nearly 80 degrees come Friday. 77, but that's close enough to call, don't y'all think? I think so. That's just warm. Let's jump ahead now until December the 20th. We're getting really close to Christmas on that. We're still seeing those temperatures. Look at this, 70, 73, 68 on the 20th. Of course, the 21st of December will be the shortest day of the year. Remember that. So our outlook is warm and warm. Today will be cool before it's all said and done, but expect it to be short-sleeve weather at least up until the 20th. We've got a couple of days there in the 50s, but outside of that, not showing much. So what does that mean for deer hunting and rain today? Not very good is the best way to put that as we pull this up and show you the best times to hunt. If you got to be out there, it's an afternoon hunt from about 3:20, let's call it 3:30 to 5:30, right there at dark. Now, your winds are going to be south-southwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour, but coming north in the afternoon, if you're going to hunt that afternoon stand there, wind gust of 20 miles an hour. It's going to be blowing the scent everywhere. Odds are it's not great, but we've all killed deer in wind and rain before. It does happen. Don't let it fool you. You can kill, but it isn't one of the better days. If you've got one day and you wanted vacation, I'd save it there. As we say, a few good mornings. How's everybody doing today? Joy Robinson joins us. Janice Bounds, glad to see you. Miss LaWanda Grantham is up and at 'em. Joy Stamper, morning. Also, Joy Snowden Godwin, along with Kathy Spence. Let's see here from Franklinton, Louisiana. We say Flora Street. How are you? Hope everything is good there. Lori Moore is up. We got her flip-flops and snow boots ready for the day. And that's the way you have to do it here in the South. Be prepared for anything. You'll need that. Bernadette Odoms, good morning. Appreciate you keeping us informed with the weather news. Oh, gladly. Danny Page joins us from Philadelphia, IA this morning. Tommy Long watching, along with Stephen Wanda McKinnon. Terry Ray, how are you in Philadelphia today? Ann Hall, good to see you as well. Joyce Gressett, good morning to you. I also want to say Karina Jones is up, along with Charlotte Gray, Terry Carter, Lamar Hembry joins us, Beth Vick, Debbie Evans, how are you? Glad to see you up, too. Robin Morris is there. Let's see, she's watching in Louisville there, getting ready to head to West Point there on Highway 25. Be careful, there's going to be some rain in some of those areas there as you go up through there. Carol Hedgepeth, good morning. And Teresa Hill, big city of DeKalb, Mississippi. Let's go back to radar because we do have a lot of rain this morning going on. We want to make sure everybody knows exactly what's going to happen. We got a shower popping up there down around Hattiesburg. As we pull up radar here, again, North Mississippi is the news story this morning. The Mississippi Delta from Greenwood, and this is going to be north of Mississippi State at this point. Here's Starkville. As you move up through here, here's West Point. The rain hadn't reached there yet. Be careful there from Louisville and those areas that's north of there. From a Greenwood line all the way up to Tupelo is what we're looking at. Here's Tupelo. And this is a northeasterly line making its way across here. Right now, in the state of Mississippi, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings. We did earlier. Oxford getting rain, and the edge of Alabama up here. Athens, Florence, y'all are getting wet. Be careful if you have got to make travels in here. Now, look at this line. This is what's going to be making its way across here later as it drifts down. If you're traveling I-20 from Jackson over to Shreveport, you'll get into some rain as well. Texarkana, it's south of you, but all this will drift through our area. We are picking up some fog to the northeast of Mobile and west of Mobile this morning. Baton Rouge, if you're traveling 10, we got some fog there as well. We know how dangerous that highway is. And if you're making that loop from New Orleans, going to come back out in Lafayette there, you got fog as well through there. New Iberia, these areas here, a lot of fog mixed with that. Along the coast right now, looks good this morning. But we get over to Panama City, Tallahassee. Look at the fog y'all have got in that area there. All the way through Macon, Georgia, coming up on Atlanta. And I'm glad I'm not driving through Atlanta at this point in time of the morning. Aren't y'all? I feel for you folks. Be careful out there. But as we follow these storms that are moving through our area, look here at Nashville. Nashville has got some more serious weather this morning. And what is this? This, as we look at this, this is a tornado warning that has just been issued. Let's zoom in on this a little bit better so you can see what this is. This is near Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, Pulaski, Tennessee. And this is a tornado warning until 7:15 this morning. So if you've got friends that live in that area there, be careful, keep that in mind. That's for Lawrence County and also Giles County in Middle Tennessee until 7:15 this morning. So we watch that closely for y'all. Be careful if you've got a good friend in that area. Let them know. Phone call never hurts anybody. Murfreesboro. We got a lot of people that watch from this area in here to Nashville. Wet stuff there. Not as heavy downtown on that I-40 loop right now, but west of there, rain is coming. The big picture there is Murfreesboro right now. If you're watching from there, you've got some heavy showers moving through your area now. Be careful is my word of advice for today. As always, we'll keep you up to date with the very latest news that goes on. Headlines that break out, we'll let you know about it. And again, if you see something, pass it along to us so we can let others know about this. Thanks for dropping by and spending some time with us. We will be back here in just a little bit to kick off the morning show, about an hour and 10 minutes. Candace is standing by, getting her makeup ready, getting her hair done. Hope you'll join us. Maybe we'll have something good. We got special guests coming in as well. I'll see you very soon. A big thank you to all the sponsors that make it happen each and every day. Can't do it without you and them. It's a combination, isn't it? Thank you for joining me. We'll be back soon. I'm your friend, Scotty Ray.
Scotty Ray's weather is brought to you by